When I win, as I have, I know exactly why. Because I have worked at my life to be the best me I am, always, in every moment. I am proactively learning, and my progress will continue as I evolve to be a better person.
Personal growth is unconscious incompetence.
I do not know what I do not know.
Becoming conscious incompetence.
Now I know what I do not know.
Then learning conscious competence.
I am learning well.
And ultimately being subconscious competent.
Knowing to a level deep within, when I start an unawareness
and learn behavior to excellence with ease,
I bring more prosperity into my life.
With prosperity consciousness.
I practice vitality.
I have vitality consciousness.
I deserve happiness.
I have joy consciousness.
I live the spirit of these things, and they are mine. As I live, love, laugh, and learn each day in the best way,
anything is possible. The things of this world can be transformed
by my thoughts.
Everyone has this ability as a birthright.
I will understand it, use it, control it. I bring the knowing to my subconscious.
The power will become as easy as thinking of a number between 0 and 1.
Day by day, as I practice, I gain momentum.
Inspiration deepens. As plans crystallize,
I gain greater understanding. I realize that this world is a living thing.
It is made up of the beating hearts of nature.
It is part of my life and beauty.
I deepen my understanding of this program.
I increase understanding.
I am inspired by new light, by a new force.
I improve confidence and greater power
each day in every way.
I realize dreams come true.
Life has a complete, full, and clear purpose.
Abundance is true
on every plane of existence.
Mind is creative. My conditions, my environment, and all experiences in life
are the result of habit and focused mental attitude.
The attitude of mind depends on focused thought.
The secret of all power,
all achievement,
and all possession
deepens with my method of thinking.
This is true
because I must be
before I can do.
And I can do
to the extent that I am.
And what I am
depends on how and what I think.
I can express powers that I possess.
The only way to secure possession of power is to become conscious of power.
And I become conscious of power as I know that all power is from the mind. The world within me is a world of thoughts,
feelings,
words, and actions.
A world of light, life, and beauty.
And although intangible,
its forces are mighty.
The world within is governed by mind. As I discover this world, I find the solution for every problem,
the cause of every effect, and since the world within is in my control,
then the laws of power and possession are also in my control.
The outer world is a reflection of the inner world.
What appears outside of me was first thought within.
The world within has an infinite wisdom, infinite power, infinite supply of all that is necessary,
waiting for expression, development, and creation.
I recognize these potentials from within.
They will take form in my outer world.
Harmony in the world within will be reflected in my world
by harmonious conditions, agreeable surroundings, and the best of everything.
It is the foundation of health and the necessary essential
to all greatness,
all power,
all attainment,
all achievement,
and all success.
Harmony in the world within
means the ability to control my thoughts and to determine for myself how any experience will affect me.
Harmony in the inner world
creates optimism and prosperity,
resulting in affluence in every part of my life.
Harmony in the world within means the ability to control my thoughts and determine for myself how any experience will affect me. The outer world reflects the circumstances and the conditions of the consciousness within.
As I find wisdom in the world within, I will have the understanding to know the marvelous possibilities that are available. I will have the power to make all possibilities manifest in the outer world.
As I become conscious of the wisdom in the world within, I mentally take possession of this wisdom. And by taking mental possession, I come into actual possession of the power and wisdom necessary to bring into manifestation
the essentials necessary for my most complete and harmonious development.
The world within is the practical world
where people of power generate
courage,
hope,
enthusiasm,
confidence,
trust, and faith. I have the refined intelligence to see the vision
and the practical skills
to make my vision real. Life unfolds for me. What comes to me in the world, I already possess within my thoughts first. All possession is based on consciousness.
All creation is the result of an accumulated conscious thought.
Mental efficiency is based on a foundation of harmony.
As I acquire power, it must be in harmony with the natural law.
All possession is based on consciousness. I relate to the outer world with the objective mind. The brain is the organ of this mind.
And the cerebral spinal system of nerves puts me in conscious communication
with every part of the body. This system of nerves responds to every sensation
of light, heat, odor, sound, touch, taste, and so on.
As this mind thinks correctly, it understands the truth.
Because thoughts sent through the cerebral spinal nervous system to the body are constructive.
These sensations are pleasant,
positive, and harmonious.
The result is that I build strength, vitality, and all constructive forces into my body.
It is through the objective mind, by thinking,
that I am related to all forces. I am related to the world within by the subjective mind.
The solar plexus is the organ of this mind. The sympathetic system of nerves presides over all subjective sensations,
such as joy, love, feelings, respiration, imagination, and all other subconscious emotion.
It is through the subconscious that I am connected with the universal mind and develop relationship with the infinite constructive forces of the omniversal, the all-encompassing, all-dimensional. It is the coordination of these two centers of my being and the understanding of their functions that is the great secret of life.
With this knowledge, I bring the objective and subjective mind
into superconscious cooperation and coordinate the finite with the infinite.
My future is entirely within my own control.
I know that there's one principal consciousness ruling the everything, the omniverse, occupying all space, all dimension,
and is essentially at every point of its presence. It is all power, all wisdom, and always present.
That is, omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent.
All thoughts and things are fundamentally all one. There is one consciousness in the universe able to think, and when it thinks, its thoughts become things.
As this consciousness is omnipresent, it must be present within every individual. Each individual must be a manifestation of that omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent consciousness. As there's only one consciousness in the universe that is able to think, it necessarily follows that my consciousness is identical with the universal consciousness.
In other words, all mind is one mind. The consciousness that focuses in my brain cells is the same consciousness that focuses in the brain cells of every other being.
Each individual is a part of the universal, part of the cosmic mind, the omniverse.
The universal mind is a static potential energy. It just is. It can manifest through the individual, and the individual can manifest through the universal. They are all one.
My ability to think is my ability to act on the universal and bring anything into manifestation.
Human consciousness consists in the ability to think.
Mind in itself is believed to be a subtle form of static energy
that creates the activities called thought,
or the dynamic phase of mind.
Mind is static energy, thought is dynamic energy,
the two phases of the same element. Thought is the vibrating force formed by converting static mind into dynamic mind.
As the total of all creation is contained in the universal mind,
omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent attributes must be present at all times in their potential form, in every individual.
Therefore, when I think, the thought is compelled by its nature to embody itself in a condition that will correspond with the omniversal source. Every thought is a cause, and every condition is the effect. For this reason, it is absolutely essential that I control my thoughts to bring the desirable conditions into effect. All power is from within and is absolutely in my control. It comes through exact knowledge by the voluntary exercise of focused principles. As I acquire the understanding of this law and am able to control my thought process, I will apply it to any condition.
I will have come into conscious cooperation with the omnipotent law that is fundamental to all things.
The universal mind is the life principle of every atom in existence.
Every atom is continually striving to manifest more life.
All atoms are intelligent and seeking to carry out the purpose of their creation. As I discover the world within me, I learn that I am creative, and all circumstances in my world are created by me.
These thoughts, feelings, words, and actions bring me into a realization
Of a power that will be mine. When I understand this relation between the world and the world within.
the world within me is the cause. The world outside of me is the effect.
To change the effect, I must change the cause. All growth is from within. This is evident in all nature. Every plant, every animal, every human is a living testament to this great law. The world within is the universal spring of supply, and the outer world is the outlet to the stream. My ability to receive depends on my recognition of this universal spring. My infinite energy is an outlet, and I am one with every other individual.
Cognition
And recognition,
are a mental process.
mental action is therefore the interaction of the individual upon the universal mind.
And as the universal mind is pure intelligence occupying all space and animates all living things, this mental action and reaction is the law of causation.
The principle of causation is from the universal mind. It is a subjective process, and results are seen in an infinite variety of conditions and experiences. In order to express life, there must be mind.
Everything that exists is some manifestation of this one basic substance. From the mind,
And by the mind, all things have been created and are continually being recreated. I live in an infinite sea of plastic mind substance.
this substance is ever present, alive, and active.
It is sensitive to the highest degree. It takes form according to the mental demand. Thought forms the matrix that expresses all substance.
Remember,
It is in the application that consists of value and a practical understanding of this process to create abundance, wisdom, harmony, and freedom with certainty.
this must be developed as a proactive moral and social standard.